I would have appreciated the visit if it was a bit earlier, that we can give out some of the priorities that people are crying about, so that they are part of his budget, the budget that has been read. I saw what happened with Raila. He went there and gave a lot of goodies, which majority of which now were actually, there was a prior plan to have them even all the way from budget formulation, budget policy statement. So he's going there strategically to launch or talk about things that are already budgeted for. Because budget is a process. Now, for Ukambani, it seems the same old projects that have stalled are the same projects to be visited. Konza, what happened to Konza? I mean, what is this visit supposed to do specifically, because I'm still not aware, to make sure that Konza becomes our techno city? They stole the docket thing. So what is new in that? We want to invite the president to Ukambani because it is a part of his country, but we also wish to request him to know that we saw what he did in Western. We saw what he did with Raila. We plead with him when he comes to Ukambani to do the same. If Ukambani people are as important as the Team Raila and handshake thing. But even as we get to that, I also wish to remind, maybe the president is not aware, but the team, that we had a similar meeting in 2016, where I was part of the conveners. We carried about 5,000 leaders to the State House to discuss projects, priorities, funding, so that the president can visit. We went there. We get about project list, priorities. I still have my priorities fresh. I was promised the Kivandini Tala Road. I was promised Wamunyu Kalawa Road. I was promised the Mwala Kangundo Road. They were supposed to be tarmacked. They were promised. And remember when we had the Uduma launch here, the president also visited us here. I reminded him. Those promises running to 2016, from 2016 are yet to be implemented. So before making new promises, I would request that those promises that were done in front of 5,000 leaders, elected leaders, opinion leaders in State House, and the president even mentioned commitment to do some of those. I would urge that some of those projects are done before new promises. But we have no personal vendetta with the president. He is my president. By far and large, I participated in his election than most of the other leaders here in Ukambani. We wish him well. We want to pray for his good health, but remind him that there is a combination here. And if there is something maybe wrong, we did, those who supported to put this government in power. We have seen people who did not participate in the election of this particular government getting a lot of goodies. I want to tell him, if the problem is those who supported the government in Ukambani, there are those who did not support. Let him come and give us goodies for those who did not support his government, because they are still there. Raila and the team, they did not support his election. They have gotten a lot of goodies. Maybe the problem is the ones who helped to elect him. So they are still there in Ukambani. He can use that avenue so that we can also feel as part of this particular country. But as I conclude, I also want to say this, that my wish is that in future, the approach of the president is that development should be spread across, regardless of whether a team or a delegation has visited State House or not. So that for those who do not have the access to the president, they also still feel they are going to get part of the development. Thank you.